Have you ever wondered how GPS works? How does it pinpoint your location within seconds? Well, let's unravel this mystery today. GPS, or Global Positioning System, is a technology we often take for granted. Whether it's guiding us on unfamiliar roads, helping predict the weather, or even tracking packages, GPS has embedded itself deeply into our daily lives. What seems like magic is actually a complex system of satellites, ground stations, and receivers working together. Let's delve deeper into these components in the upcoming scenes. The GPS system is essentially a network of satellites orbiting the Earth. Picture this: 24 satellites spread out in space, forming a celestial ballet of technology. These satellites are grouped into 6 orbital planes with 4 satellites in each plane. They dance around the Earth, about 20,200 kilometers above us, circling the planet twice a day. Now, what role do these satellites play in GPS? It's quite simple. Each satellite is like a cosmic clock, sending out signals with a timestamp. These signals are picked up by GPS receivers on Earth. The time it takes for the signal to reach the receiver helps us determine the distance between the satellite and the receiver. By receiving signals from multiple satellites, the receiver can pinpoint its exact location on Earth. So these satellites are the eyes of the GPS, watching over us from space. Ground stations play a crucial part in the GPS system. Imagine them as the backstage crew in a theater production, ensuring that every satellite, or actor if you will, is in the right place at the right time. These ground stations are scattered across the globe, tirelessly monitoring and controlling the GPS satellites. They make sure that each satellite is functioning properly and is in the correct orbit. But their role doesn't end there. The ground stations also generate something called an almanac. This isn't your typical almanac predicting weather or listing holidays, but a set of data that a GPS receiver uses to locate satellites. It's like a cheat sheet that helps your GPS device find the satellites quickly and accurately. So you see, ground stations are the unsung heroes of the GPS system. Without these ground stations, the GPS satellites would be like lost children in the vastness of space. The last piece of the puzzle is the GPS receivers. These little wonders embedded in devices like your smartphone play a crucial role in making GPS work. They are constantly listening, waiting to receive signals sent by the satellites orbiting high above. These signals carry a timestamp, marking the exact moment they left the satellite. With this information, the receiver can calculate the distance to each satellite based on the speed of light and the time it took for the signal to arrive. But knowing the distance to a single satellite isn't enough. To pinpoint your exact location on Earth, the receiver needs data from at least 4 satellites. This is where the magic of triangulation comes in. By comparing the distances to these satellites, the receiver can calculate where they intersect. This intersection point is your location, and that's how GPS finds you, whether you're in the middle of a bustling city or on a remote mountain peak. So, to recap, GPS is a fascinating system made up of 3 key components: satellites, ground stations, and receivers. The satellites orbiting our Earth, the ground stations ensuring accuracy, and your GPS receivers, like the one in your smartphone, all work in harmony. They communicate with each other, calculate precise timings, and ultimately guide you to your destination. So the next time you use GPS, remember the complex system of satellites, ground stations, and receivers working together to guide you to your destination.